To help you with your question, let's work through the list of transactions together. So the aim of this activity is to take the list of transactions that you've been provided with and to then populate this within a T account. And the T account is the payables control T account. Now, payables is a liability. So the first thing to realise is that the balance that is brought down is going to be on the credit side of this T account. Remember, your debits are always on the left and your credits are always on the right. So let's take the balance brought down and populate this on the credit side of this T account, and that is $6,741.25. Next up, we're told the bank and the cash paid. This is referring to money that has been paid out to suppliers during the current year. Now, if you've paid money to your suppliers, this is going to reduce the balance within the payables control. Hence, the entry will be on the debit side. So I'm going to slot in here the bank and the cash amounts paid to suppliers, equating to $2,410.90. Next up, we have some purchase returns. Again, returns made to a supplier will reduce the balance outstanding. So this too will be on the debit side. And the amount of these returns equates to $469. Next up, we've got discounts received. Again, discounts received reduce the balance that's due to suppliers. This is a prompt payment discount that has been offered because we would have paid within a certain time frame. So again, the discount received is going to be on the debit side, amounting to the $236.41. Finally, we've got the purchases and expenses for the current year. Now, this is obviously going to increase the amount that is due to the suppliers. So what we are going to slot in on the credit side are the purchases for the year. We're assuming this is all on credit, amounting to $5,412.74. At this point, having inputted all the transactions, we can cast to balance off. We notice that the credits exceed the debits, so the total is going to be the $12,153.99. This is simply the summation of the balances on the credit. We make that the total on both sides of this ledger. And we realise that clearly the debits don't equal that amount, so we're going to slot in a balance that's going to be carried down or carried forward that equates to the difference in order to have the debit side total the $12,153.99, which is the $9,037.68. We then make this the balance brought down on the opposite side of the ledger, which is essentially the figure that we would open the next financial period with. So we know that at the end of this financial period, the balance that remains to be paid to our suppliers, our payables, equates to $9,037.68.